Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch and its Japan-exclusive Nintendo DS predecessor became very well known and adored for their stunning art style and world design. With animated sequences produced by Studio Ghibli, the Japanese animation house best known for films like My Neighbor Totoro, Princess Mononoke, and Spirited Away, and an original score by legendary Ghibli composer Joe Hisaishi, playing Ni no Kuni felt like playing a Studio Ghibli movie, and developer Level 5 achieved levels of immersion that anime fans had been longing for. With Ni no Kuni II: Revenant Kingdom, Level 5 has set out to recapture the essence and immersion of the original games, this time without the help of Studio Ghibli directly. As the player traverses the open world of Ni no Kuni, they'll once again find themselves engrossed in its beauty and won't ever want to leave. So let's take a look at some of the locales you'll encounter in the game. Warning, while I won't be spoiling the story in this video, I will be exploring some of the game's main locations, so continue at your own discretion. Ni no Kuni II opens in the kingdom of Ding Dong Dell. While we don't see very much of the city in the game's intro, what we do see of the castle gardens is very well designed, giving a sense of royal beauty reminiscent of the gardens of Hyrule Castle from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. The sewers beneath the castle represent an area abandoned by humanity and festering with monsters, allowing players to feel a necessary sense of danger and foreboding. Inside the castle, players get a real sense of royalty, with velvet carpets coating the floors and expensive furnishing and ornaments decorating the walls. But while the castle interior may be quite beautiful in design and allows the player an insight into the royal world of Evan Tildrum, it's not particularly unique in its execution. It's exactly what one would expect from a castle interior, reusing tropes of old, and it's not until the player is allowed to explore the open world that the game truly shines with its visuals. Traversing the game's overworld is a joy. Watching the chibi characters hop around the realistic looking world is a unique step from the first game, while still maintaining the beautiful environments, giving players a craving for exploration and discovery. The first city you visit in the open world, Goldpaw, is known for its obsession to gambling, and this immediately shines in its design, taking artistic inspiration from Taiwan, which is interesting considering gambling is prohibited in Taiwan. Bright red lights and futuristic golden monuments litter the city, providing a sense of beauty and luxury. Chochin lanterns decorate the city's walkways, giving the city a beautiful red hue, which is bound to remind players of Spirited Away's Spirit World. The city's casino is full of the fun and quirky characters you'd expect in such an institution, while the local library is a little more out there, and really shows Level 5's dedication to delivering unique and interesting characters while still tapping into some nostalgia. The city of Hierapolis does not attempt to hide its theme of water. For starters, players must travel across a vast ocean simply to reach the city. Once there, they'll find themselves drenched in a city aged by the effects of water. While Castaway Cove from the first game is a very effective seaside city, Hierapolis is truly a sea city. The structures all have an older look to them, with the bricks on the buildings and walkways suffering water damage over the years. The primary colours, red, green and blue, litter the city's buildings and decorations, matching the colours of the city's natural elements. Of course, there are references to fish and seafood everywhere, and the city's residents, made up of humans and merfolk, constantly talk about the fish and the ocean. The age of the city is evident in its battered design, and players will be constantly reminded that this is an ancient city that is long overdue an upgrade. Broadleaf, on the other hand, is far more futuristic in design. Boasting large bronze buildings surrounded by pipes, the city appears to have a strong steampunk influence. The multiple levels connected by an elevator seem like a mechanical version of the Hogwarts staircases from Harry Potter, while the large dome structures feel like something out of Meet the Robinsons. There is a vast amount of vertical space in Broadleaf, but the lack of an open sky really prevents any feeling of openness or freedom. The whole city, while beautiful in design, really feels like a large factory. Thankfully, the city is not entirely mechanical. The walkways are surrounded by lovely trees and small flower gardens litter the environment. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said about the region surrounding the city, which has suffered over time from the constant pollution caused by the factories, a nice touch by the developers. Much to the player's delight, the next city is far more natural in its beauty. When returning to Ding Dong Dell, the player is allowed the chance to explore the open city itself, instead of being confined to the castle and sewers. Players of the first game will recognize the city's design, but it's clear that hundreds of years of development have taken place. As you explore, it becomes obvious which parts of the city have been maintained and advanced over time, and which have fallen victim to centuries of abandonment. From the exterior, the city's castle is stunning, layered with monuments and surrounded by trees. As the only main location to make a return from the first game, Ding Dong Dell is a beautiful nod to the past and a peek at the future. There's also a myriad of other locations in the game, such as Cloud Coil Canyon, the the Sky Pirate Base, which really evokes an atmosphere of mountainous wonder, and of course Evermore, Evan's Kingdom, which players will grow from a small village into a truly monumental city, but I'll let you discover those yourselves. In the meantime, be sure to subscribe to Own the SP's YouTube channel, and for all the latest on single player gaming, visit onthesp.com.